Raptors unable to stop the streaking Knicks. Raptors lose 103 to 120 to the New York Knicks. The Knicks on fire lately, an 8-game winning streak heading into this one. The Raptors not slacking at all either. They are one of the best teams in the NBA on the defensive end in the month of April. They're top 5 in defense in the month of April, and their rebounding percentage is 50.4%, the highest in the NBA in the month of April. So the trade for Kem Birch and just the trade for Gary Trent and Rodney Hood, just a lot of things coming together, and the Raptors are rebounding the ball better, team basketball, and the Raptors are getting more consistent guys, healthy, all sorts of things, all sorts of factors put into this. But these Knicks are playing extremely well, and if you just watch the first quarter, you know that Julius Randle is playing out of his mind. Could not miss, was knocking down threes, and throughout the entire game he was killing the Raptors. For the first 3 quarters he was killing it. Quiet in that fourth quarter, but RJ Barrett took over and iced this game. But main reasons why the Raptors lost this game, very obvious. First off, the bench. And man, Chris Boucher got injured in the last game, as you know, the knee sprain. So you're missing Chris Boucher out of the bench lineup, and it really hurts because you really have very little bench production. And Gary Trent Jr. did not give you anything tonight, as he struggled. 2 for 8 from him, and then Lowry goes 1 for 10. So you had them combined for 3 of 18 shooting. Really hurt the Raptors. But Siakam, OG, and Van Vliet, all 3 guys played well, but wasn't good enough, as Lowry and Trent were terrible tonight shooting the basketball. And then the bench, everybody else on the bench was just garbage. The Knicks just dominated off the bench. Derrick Rose 19, 4, and 7 off the bench. Todd Gibson with 9, Toppin with 9. They were getting contributions all over the board. And you know what? In that fourth quarter, the game was close. But since the Raptors elect to go with the bench every fourth quarter starts, and then the starters come in, after a few minutes, the game was blown open by that time, and there was no point in putting in the starters for longer than that, as the Raptors got dominated by the Knicks and lose another one. And this was a good game for the Raptors to really get a test of how good they are and if they can compete. But Julius Randle had, other things on his mind, as he was knocking down threes, driving into the lane, and he's a tough guard. Raptors made the adjustment of putting OG to match up with his strength and kind of slowed him down, but the damage was already done. He was in a rhythm. He was knocking down threes casually. I remember when he was on the Lakers, he could barely even get 1 out of 5 threes in. Now he's knocking it down casually, really worked on his game. Could be most improved player in my opinion, but who knows. But the Raptors lose a tough one, as this could have been a good game for the Raptors to win and really push themselves up in the standings. Other notes I wanted to say in this game and how this game went, if you guys didn't see it, the Knicks, for all that the Raptors did on the defensive end and knocked down the shot clock to as low as you can possibly can, the Knicks are just kind of lucky as well. They were knocking down buzzer-beating shots, beating the shot clock. And you know what? As they were doing that, it was just heartbreaking because those are backbreakers. They were hitting down threes, and you know what? They were knocking down random flicks of the ball when the shot clock's weighing down. They were just all going in. As the Knicks shot above 50% from 3 as well in this game, as they had RJ Barrett knocking down some clutch threes near the end of the game. Randle all over the game. Reggie Bullock had a back-to-back 3-point just barrage in the middle of this game. And then you have Derrick Rose chipping in. There are a lot of guys doing well. But some notes for the Raptors-wise, Lowry and Kem Birch's chemistry is going well. Their pick and roll, alley-oop, 2 of them tonight, was just great communication. Birch just knows when to slip and when to actually set the screen. As you know what, Lowry's been finding him and really helping Kem Birch have a great time adjusting to the Raptors offense. Van Vliet, solid game, 12 points in that third quarter. Was really trying to push this team to, try winning this game, but just couldn't get it done. A lot of contributions, a lot of factors here and there. The bench was quadrupled. I don't know what to say. The New York Knicks bench dropped 43 points. Raptors bench 11 points. It's very easy to just say that's not enough. There's just a terrible discrepancy there. But that's how this game is. You need a whole team, a good 8-9 guys to win games. And you can't do that. In the playoffs, maybe the Raptors will rely on their starters a little more. But for now, the Raptors are trying to get into the playoffs. So you're going to need Watanabe, Flynn, Gillespie, Trent, and Stanley Johnson, Bembry. These guys got to be more consistent scoring and defensively as well. If you're not scoring, at least play some defense. But you know what? Let me know what you guys think of tonight's game. Like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up. Until next time, guys. Peace.